Hey, what's up, beautiful? Daddy's back. It's Shane here from Rocket Powered Sound. And listen, man, when I made that last video, a lot of you guys thought I was like gone for good. Like, I said, what? Where did I go and whatnot? Everyone's like, oh man, I wish you the best, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bro, I'm here. Like, I'm still here. I just need a quick little break to set up new systems in my business. But anyway, man, we are back. And right now in this video, listen, I covered all these sound design shit, like seriously, so much sound design stuff that you would ever need in Serum. Now, the next point is songwriting, because if you look at the most successful producers, period, they all have songwriting, and this is their main thing. It's not like they have this crazy sound design. Yes, their sound design is good, but the main thing is the main thing, and that main thing is songwriting. Okay, so in today's video, we're gonna be jumping into exactly how you can make these lush, beautiful, fucking sexy, emotional chords just like San Holo, Illenium, and how you can put this to work starting right now. Okay, you're gonna be getting the MIDI, the presets, and the exact strategies that they use to be able to create these hits over and over and over again. Let's jump in. Oh, by the way, this is what they sound like. Alrighty, so jumping right in here, as you can see, we got the full chord layout here. We got the leads, we got the basses, and the actual chords themselves. Now, of course, you guys kind of get that's overall formula. It's nothing too crazy, but this video is not about the sound design, okay? The sound design when it comes to chords and making chord drops is only like 10%. It's maybe 20%. The rest of it is the actual chords themselves. Okay, so let me explain. You know, say you go into Illenium's production, okay, I can guarantee you they're not spending all their time working on the actual sound design, okay? The sound design, it's when it comes to chords, isn't that crazy. But you know what is crazy is the actual chord progressions. The real meat and potatoes of it is the chord progressions. And right now I'm going to be explaining the exact formula that, for example, Illenium uses over and over and over again to make these amazing sounds. We're going to be diving into this. All right, so what is Illenium's magic formula then? Well, quite frankly, my friends, it's simply a chord progression. But more than that, within this chord progression, there's actual strategies that we can do to actually make our own completely unique and completely customizable chords that are just, they're guaranteed to sound beautiful if you follow this strategy. All right, so what is this? Well, first things first, the progression, the chord progression goes A minor, F, C, G. A minor, F, C, G. Okay, so now that you got that through your mind, we're just gonna go ahead and start with A minor. Now, looking at the piano roll, as you can see, we got 12 notes that just keep on looping over and over and over again. That's how a piano works. And within that, when we're working with keys, there's actually 7 notes, 7 specific notes to actually work with in that specific key, whatever we're working with. Now, specifically, we're working in A minor key. Now, without going too crazy on music theory and whatnot, I'm just gonna be showing you only what you need, okay? And this is like pro level shit. So, diving right in here, A minor. So what is A minor? Well, we know for a fact we need A to be at the root. So now that we're on A and we put down an A note, all we got to do is we follow a formula that goes like this: 1, 0, 3. 1, 0, 3. Now you're like, what are you talking about? Now you're bringing numbers into it, Shane. What the heck is going on? Now it's super simple. Like literally so simple. A baby can do this. Like, a baby can literally do this. You're not a baby, so you can definitely do this. Now, when you're working with this, all you have to do, 1, right? The number's 1. So all we have to do is we take this this note and we just jump up. We just like skip 1 in the middle. See? So there's 1 in between. So what was the numbers? It goes 1, 0, 3. So now we have 0 in the middle. So there's nothing in the middle. And then we go 3, right? So 1, there's 0 in between, and there's 1, 2, 3. 3 notes in between. Okay? Super simple, right? See how beautiful that sounds. Now, this is when things actually get pretty crazy. And by the way, this is just for A minor that we're gonna be using this particular sequence for the 1, 0, 3. And this is when things really get interesting. Now we wanna keep A minor, or we wanna keep A as the root note. Okay, we wanna leave that. But any of these other notes, we can just kind of mess around with. So we can take B, for example, jump it up a few octaves, or an octave, I think. Yeah, I think it was just 1 octave. See how much different that sounds. And we could take C, versus, you know, and we could just move this around. And literally all we did to make those chords that you just heard was we followed this same sequence and we just spliced up these notes around and just played around with them until they sounded like they did. And this is the way that you do this to make chords that sound congruent, fluid, and really, really full and beautiful. Okay, you start with something simple like this, and by simply following this easy formula for particularly A minor, then you have an amazing thing, or amazing chord. And now we actually do a very similar thing with F. So let's find F, right? We take F, and F's, the way that we're using F is it goes 1, 1, 2, 3. So now we'll skip over 1, skip over 2. I'm sorry, skip over another one, skip 2, and now 3. So there's 3 in the middle, there's 2 in the middle, 1 and 1. Because 1, 1, 2, 3. You guys get it. And same thing, same deal here. Let's take A, jump it up an octave. Okay, let's take G. Oops. You guys hear how it's coming together. And now the last two parts of the progression, so remember it goes A minor, F, C, G. Now we do C. So let's take C. And actually we'll move C up an octave. So again, we start with C as the root note, but C's particular formula is 1, 1, 2. Okay, we're using we're just using 1, 1, 2 for this. Okay, so skip 1, skip another one, whoops, and then we skip over 2. And again, D. All right, and again, we're just going to find the root note because the next one is G. Right? We got G. And now, G actually follows, we're using the same formula for G as we just did for C. So let's go skip 1. We'll skip 2 now. Skip over 2. Okay, perfect. Let's just move this A. And let's take a listen. Oh yeah, by the way, let's just duplicate this too, this C, and this G. Maybe we'll cut that. But that's how it's done. Do you hear how full these chords sound? Do you see how these chords simply work? What we did was we just simply followed a chord progression that's proven, and then we followed a proven strategy for actually making the chords, okay? And again, you guys can just continue playing around with this and making insanely lush, flush, beautiful chords. And that's all there is to it. And by the way, these are what we call cluster chords, okay? And we're not gonna go too deep into that right now. All you need to know is like cluster chords just sound super full, okay? But without further ado, we're just scratching the surface here, man, honestly. And if you really like this video, you got the value out of it that you think is worthy of a like, just go ahead and click that like button. It's super good for the algorithm for me. And for your own sake, click the subscribe button for more amazing production tutorials every single week, baby. So additionally, I do wanna just quickly say, I started working with a professional pianist, okay? And this guy is a world-class pianist. His name's Nico. And we partnered up together. We're creating a songwriting suite. So that way, you know, sound design and music production and songwriting doesn't have to be like a blur. It doesn't have to be something that you're just doing trial and error over and over again. Now, this production suite is going to change your career. It's not out yet, so we're not done with it. But if you want to actually get on the waiting list and get notified when we do create it and everything, go ahead and click the link down below, because I'm telling you right now, like, this shit is literally going to change your career as a music producer. Like, seriously, we have professionals that are actually hitting us up because they want a copy of this thing. Now, anyway, you'd hop on the waiting list, link in the description down below, but that's not what this is about. Anyway, I hope that you guys really got the value about it. Drop a comment and let me know what you think. Without further ado, this is Shane from Rocket Powered Sound, and I'm gonna catch you guys very, very soon. Peace out.